You got dressed this morning, looked in the mirror, and something about your hair just looked tired. Not bad exactly. Just older than you feel. Here's the thing nobody says out loud. It's probably not your face. It's the cut. And it's adding years. 4 to 6 of them, quietly, every single time you walk into a room. Today I'm showing you the 4 hairstyles secretly aging mature women right now. And exactly what to ask for instead. Stick around for the third one. It's the one almost every woman over 50 is doing without knowing it. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and the best fixes for women over 50, so you get real results, fast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1, the too short blunt bob. There's a version of the bob that gets handed to women the second they hit a certain age, like it's some unwritten rule. Chin length, blunt all the way around, no movement anywhere. And so many women walk out of that chair thinking they look neat. What they actually look is harder. Here's exactly how this one ages you. A blunt, too short bob cuts straight across at the jaw with zero softness at the ends. And that hard line draws a horizontal border right under your face. It boxes you in. Instead of your eyes being the first thing someone notices, it's that stark line. And stark lines read as severe, not polished. And here's what nobody tells you about why this cut is everywhere. It's fast for stylists. One length, one pass with the shears, done in 15 minutes. It's not chosen because it flatters you. It's chosen because it's efficient. So what do you actually say at your next appointment? Ask for a jaw-grazing bob with internal layers and a soft point cut at the ends. That phrase alone changes everything. Internal layers mean the weight gets removed from underneath, not the outside. So the shape still looks full but moves instead of sitting like a helmet. The point cutting softens that hard horizontal line into something with texture, so light catches it instead of bouncing straight off. Second fix, length itself. Most women go shorter as they age because they think it looks tidier. Flip that instinct. A length that grazes just below the jaw, rather than sitting right at it, elongates your neck instead of shortening it. Even half an inch matters here. Third, ask specifically for face framing pieces left slightly longer at the front. This is the detail stylists skip if you don't request it by name. Those longer front pieces soften the transition between your hairline and your jaw, which is exactly the area that shows the most visible change as skin loses some of its earlier firmness. Without that softening, the bob just amplifies it. Before and after, side by side in real terms. Before, a flat chin-length blunt cut with one straight line under the jaw. After, that same length grazing just below the jaw with internal layers and longer pieces framing the front of the face. Same haircut family. Completely different read. Maintenance is simple. Get the ends point cut refreshed every 6 to 8 weeks, or those layers grow back into one flat line again, and you're right back where you started. Honestly, this is the cut I see most often in salon chairs. And it's the easiest one to fix in a single appointment. But it's not even the most common mistake on this list. Wait until you see what's happening with layers, because this next one is sneakier. Part 2, flat, undefined layers. This one's sneaky because it looks like the opposite of a mistake. Layers are supposed to be the safe choice, right? The thing every stylist suggests when you say, I want something that doesn't look so heavy. But there's a version of layering that does almost nothing for you. And it's everywhere. It's the layering that's all length, no shape. Long, even layers cut all at one consistent angle with no real face framing built in. From a distance it looks like movement. Up close, your face just sits there in the middle of it, with nothing actually drawing the eye upward toward your eyes or cheekbones. The hair just hangs. The real reason this keeps happening is that long layers has become shorthand stylists use for low maintenance, and somewhere along the way the face framing part, the actual reason layers work, got dropped from the conversation entirely. So here's the fix, and it's specific. Ask for face framing layers cut at the cheekbone, with the shortest layer landing right at the brow or just above it. That shortest piece is the part doing all the work. It creates a frame that lifts the eye up toward your face instead of letting your gaze slide down the length of flat hair. Second, request internal texturizing through the mid-lengths, not just layering at the ends. This removes bulk from inside the hair rather than chopping the perimeter, so you get movement without losing length. And the hair actually moves when you turn your head instead of swinging like one solid sheet. Third fix, and this is the one most women skip. Ask your stylist to personalize the layer placement to your face shape. And actually tell them your face shape if you know it. A round face needs the shortest layer higher, near the cheekbone. A longer face needs it lower, closer to the jaw. Generic long layers ignore this completely, which is exactly why the same haircut looks incredible on one woman and flat on another. Named swap plainly, before one uniform layer length with no framing near the face. After, a shorter face framing layer at cheekbone height plus internal texture through the mid-lengths. Same overall length kept, just redistributed with intention. One small shift in upkeep. Ask for a refresh trim every 10 to 12 weeks that only touches the face framing pieces, not the whole head. It keeps the frame sharp without losing the length you've grown out. I watched a woman in a salon chair last week. Stunning bone structure, perfect posture, and one cut was doing all the wrong things to her face. She kept asking the stylist to just clean it up. She didn't know what she was actually asking for, and she walked out with the exact flat layers we just talked about. Don't let that be you next time. Now the one I told you about. The mistake almost every woman over 50 makes without realizing it, and it has nothing to do with cutting. Part 3, the safe, scrape back pull. This is the one. The mistake almost nobody realizes they're making, because it doesn't even feel like a hairstyle choice, it feels like a habit. Pulling your hair back tight every day because it's quick and it feels neat and put together. Here's exactly what that tight pull does to your face. It stretches the skin at your temples and hairline taut, which sounds like it should look lifted. But it actually does the opposite over time. It pulls attention straight to the forehead and hairline. The two areas where thinning and recession show up first as we age. Instead of letting soft pieces around your face distract from them. You're spotlighting the exact thing you'd rather nobody examine too closely. Most women never connect this to aging because it feels like the responsible choice. Out of your face, controlled, polished. Nobody warns you that controlled and flattering aren't the same thing. First fix, and this is stylist-ready language you can use today. Ask for soft face framing pieces left out, even in updos. This single request changes every pulled-back style you already own. You keep the neat, off-your-face feeling, but a few strands stay loose around the temples and jaw, softening that tight line instead of exposing it. Second, loosen the actual pull at the crown. Request a slightly loosened crown with volume lifted before pulling back, rather than smoothing flat against the scalp. That small lift at the crown does more for softening your whole face than almost anything else on this list. And it takes seconds longer to do. Third, and this one's overnight in its effect. Swap whatever you're using to scrape hair back for a soft bristle brush and looser hold product instead of a fine-tooth comb and high-hold gel. The fine-tooth and gel combination is what creates that taut, stretched look in the first place. Change the tools, and the same hairstyle softens immediately. Exact swap. Before, hair scraped back tight against the scalp with nothing left loose. After, the same low-gathered style but with crown volume lifted first and soft pieces left at the temples. You haven't changed the style at all, just how it's built. Upkeep tip. Redo the loosened crown lift each morning before you pull anything back. It takes 10 extra seconds and it's the difference between this looking intentional versus accidental. Secretly, this fix costs nothing and takes no extra appointment. It's the one on this list you can start tomorrow morning. But the last mistake we need to talk about actually started in a salon chair, and it's the hardest one to reverse. Part 4. Over-lightened, over-processed color and cut. This last one is different from the others because it's not really about the shape of the cut. It's about what's been done to the hair itself. And it sneaks up over years, not in one single appointment. It's the slow creep toward going lighter and lighter, color appointment after color appointment, until the hair is so overprocessed it's lost its actual texture. Brittle ends, flat, dull strands, no shine no matter how much product gets used. And here's exactly how it ages you. Dull, flat hair doesn't reflect light, and light is what makes skin look luminous next to it. When your hair stops catching light, your whole face reads duller too, even if your skin is doing just fine on its own. The real reason this happens gradually is that nobody decides to overprocess their hair in one sitting. It's small lightening touch-ups, 6 weeks at a time, until the cumulative damage is years deep before anyone notices the shine is gone. First fix, and say this exact phrase at your next appointment. A low-lift gloss instead of another lightening session. A gloss adds back shine and depth without stripping anything further. And it can often replace your next 2 or 3 regular color appointments entirely. Second, ask for a blunt micro trim every 6 weeks to seal the ends. Even if you're not changing the length. Brittle, over-processed ends split and look duller the longer they go untrimmed. And a small regular trim does more for visible shine than almost any product you could buy. Third, and this is the one that surprises most women, request a 1 shade deeper root shadow. Going 1 shade deeper at the root, even subtly, creates the illusion of more depth and dimension through the whole head, which makes the ends look intentional instead of simply over-lightened. What changes everything here isn't reversing all the color in one visit. It's stopping the lightening cycle and adding dimension back in instead. Plainly stated swap. Before, flat over-lightened hair with no shine and brittle ends. After, the same base color depth but with a low-lift gloss, a fresh micro trim, and a 1 shade deeper root shadow added back in. Nothing dramatic, just light restored. Maintenance. Book the gloss refresh every 4 to 5 weeks instead of another lightening session. And ask for the micro trim at the same visit every time. So the 2 habits stay linked together. You just learned the 4 hairstyle habits quietly aging mature women. And exactly what to say at your next appointment to fix every single one. Boom! Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now your hair finally agrees with it. Tell me in the comments, which of these 4 were you doing without knowing it? Next time, I'm breaking down the skincare habit that's working against every one of these haircuts. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.